The Nintendo fan base has destroyed another franchise. Of course, we all know why Nintendo doesn't release any Star Fox games anymore. It is because the Star Fox fan base is so toxic. You know, I'm surprised they have stuck with Paper Mario for this long. Probably because it's a Mario series, but Star Fox fan base, no matter what you do, they're unhappy. Okay, but it seems that this is according to the critics, which again, just why? Okay, this is why Nintendo had apathy for characters like King K. Rool, Diddy Kong, and stuff. This is why. Oh well, complaint. And no, this is not by the Anon who posted this. This is by the actual stupid, tabloids who constantly complain about everything. Kind of like how they try to tell you that video games cause violence. That whole stupid idea. Okay. Strangely enough, my biggest complaint about Donkey Konga isn't anything to do with gameplay after all, pretty much rules. Instead, it's the fact that Nintendo continues using Rare's horrible Donkey Kong character designs. I mean, seriously? This is a great game, but one of my favorite roles is King K. Diddy Kong Wario player or freaking King K. Rool. Yes, two of the most popular Donkey Kong Country characters. This guy literally just dissed. Like, this is why Nintendo has apathy for Donkey Kong Country, because these people just complain about everything. Okay, awful. And there's an inclusion of a horrible DK rap from Donkey Kong Country 64. Bongo to Itsy Bitsy Spider 100 times before listening to that travesty. Again, the DK rap hurts for a coconut on the fires and spots. It makes sense when you realize that Rob next Nintendo Power staff. Yeah, this is by Nintendo Power. Okay, which is something that, Nintendo listens to, obviously. Staffers resented the series due to Wells' perceived betrayal of Nintendo. Particularly as well, a former Nintendo Power editor now works for the Pokemon company, said about Donkey Konga. So these are the people who actually develop Nintendo games. I know he works for the Pokemon. This guy, or woman, works for the Pokemon company. But let's say this person works for the Pokemon company. But this is why Nintendo has not brought back King K. Rool. Because the people of Nintendo Power, because these are the people Nintendo are going to hire, that Nintendo works up to, that they put into services, they do, for some reason, don't like, the Donkey Kong characters, even though Nintendo owns these characters. But no, we're not going to bring them back because Rare betrayed. Okay, Nintendo, when Rare was bought out by Microsoft, how could Rare betray Nintendo when Rare was bought out by Xbox? They can't do anything about that. Well, can't do anything about that. I'm not really a business person or something, but I think, if someone's being bought out, they have to just do it. Especially if it's a small company. Like, Xbox was a new company, created by Microsoft, and they obviously wanted some studios they knew. And of course, what Rare did to Microsoft what Microsoft did to Rare was unforgivable. Like, really, they basically used them to create Kinect sports. I know they have that Sea of Thieves game was pretty successful, but a lot of the complaints I do agree with. The whole treatment of Rare. I think Rare should have been treated better by Microsoft. Definitely, I think it's a missed opportunity, almost certainly, to continue the Banjo-Kazooie series in a meaningful way, not nuts and bolts. I know I liked that game when I was a child, but come on. Okay, these are but again, Nintendo Power is probably the main reason why Nintendo has apathy towards using Donkey Kong Country characters or the Donkey Kong Country series. It's probably why we haven't seen a new Donkey Kong Country game, because Nintendo has apathy towards the series, almost certainly because of these types of people. Complaining about King K. Rool for some reason, when almost all the Nintendo fans want him back, but the people who develop Nintendo, which are the editors of Nintendo Power. So it just seems that gaming journalism was just as bad back in the day as it is now. Okay, gaming journalism hasn't changed. It's still crappy and shitty as ever. Okay, this is why no one takes gaming journalism seriously anymore, because it's just awful. All they ever do is complain. Okay, and that's all they really do. Okay, but this is why. They say GameCube fanboys, but this is really just stupid game journalists. They will find the tiniest of things to complain about. But these are the people developers listen to. That developers, like, they these are the same people who probably let Sweet Baby Inc. develop their games. Like, even though they don't know how to make good games, no, let's make them help about games. Let's make them develop our games for us. Okay, you know, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, of course, Nintendo's not work with Sweet Baby Inc. Sweet Baby Inc. is mostly an American developer thing. Okay, Nintendo works with Japanese companies because Nintendo is a Japanese company first. Okay, I think Nintendo's gonna remain a Japanese company first for the foreseeable future. I don't think they're gonna pull a Sony and abandon Japan, obviously, because of course Nintendo does extremely well in Japan. Of course, they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna abandon one of our best selling markets." Okay, I think the Nintendo Switch in Japan sells as just as well as US and Europe. I think North America is the number one market, and Europe's though like third. I think Japan's the second, and of course you have the rest of Asia. I think no, I'll put Latin America above the rest of Asia. Latin America is fourth because I know a lot of people in Latin America love Mario and Nintendo, and the rest of Asia will be fifth. Like Australia will be sixth because no one lives in Australia, and like Africa and the Middle East will be like seventh or something. As well, and then we got like the rest of Oceania at number eight. Like, obviously, Japan has always been a cornerstone at Nintendo. Of course, Nintendo is based in Japan, but Nintendo basically now just controls the Japanese gaming market at this point. And yeah, that's about this video here. So yeah, what do you think about finding out the main reason why King K. Rool isn't it any like I didn't like King K. Rool either. I was like, really? Why do people like King K. Rool and Smash Bros so much? Like I was like so pissed off that King K. Rool was born in the Smash Bros. Because I used to be like these stupid journalists and didn't understand like why people like these characters did these. Like I definitely see why people want the well Donkey Kong characters brought back. Like Nintendo still owns these characters. Like they're still a part of Nintendo's IPs. I think Nintendo shouldn't be afraid to use these said characters. I think Nintendo's starting to realize that what the fans really want and not what the gaming journalists want. Because I think that's also the same reason why Paper Mario is the way it is. Because gaming journalists complain all the time about how the way Paper Mario is. The way they don't like the way Paper Mario was. They'll find reasons to hate it, and then Nintendo will change it for them to make them happy. And then no one's happy. This is why no one listens. This is why I think Nintendo is done listening to gaming journalists. I think they don't give a crap anymore. Okay? They just want to make the fans and new fans happy, not stupid journalists. Okay? These people like IGN, who will give Fortnite, who will give Overwatch, in 2022 before the game, a year before the game was discontinued, a perfect 10 out of 10 for some strange reason. Okay? But they won't give like Doom a 10 out of 10. They'll give Doom like a 7 out of 10. Okay? Yeah, or Pokemon Mystery doesn't give like a 4 out of 10 or something. This is why no one takes IGN or gaming journalists seriously. And that's it about this video here. Goodbye.